Today is Tuesday, January 16th. Okay, so right now what I'm looking at is Hut, which is a Bitcoin mining company similar to Mara. But I was personally looking at Hut because you can get cheaper option contracts. And, of course, Mara and Hut, they all move the same. So I was checking this out. It's Tuesday. The market just opened today because Monday was MLK Day. And I'm already in an option for this. I'm trying to decide on if I want to load up now or if I want to try and wait for a potential pullback. But this is looking very weak. There's no type of demand on this stock. So let's check it out. All right, let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. You can see we ranged here. Then we broke out below this range. And we just haven't been up since. I was thinking maybe we could get a shot that might retest this area here, because there was high volume in this area. But you can see we picked up high volume this morning. Buyers didn't do shit with it. They couldn't even, get back into this zone here. And this is the main zone I'm looking at because this is where the high volume was. So if I was to box it in, boom, here's the highest volume point. I would box it like this. All right, so I box it like that. I like to label this my money. This gonna be bearish high volume. All right, and so I was hoping we could at least get a wick or something to strike up into this zone. Then that'd make me feel even more confident in an entry. But price is just, bulls ain't doing shit. They have no volume at all. They can't even get price back into this zone. So I don't think we're gonna get anything. I think the best option is to look at the high volume zone, the high volume candle in this period, which was here. The highest point being 9.7. So maybe that's the highest entry you can possibly get right now on Hut. But either way, gonna be a nice entry there. Taking option contracts. I did about a 2-week contract just to give it some time. I always like to give it some leeway so the Delta variant doesn't, or the Delta Greek doesn't eat into my profits. But my target is $8. This is the target zone. So I'm thinking price should be able to get down here within 2 weeks. That's plenty of time. We're looking at the 4-hour time frame. In the previous range went from January 3rd to, let's just say this day, to January 11th. That's 8 days. That's a week. We just got into this contract Friday and Monday. Oh, no, Friday and today because of MLK Day. So let's just say 8 days from Friday is going to be this Friday. So at the earliest, we can close this contract. At the earliest, we can close this contract by Friday. At the latest, we can close it next week. So I'm liking this a lot. Really confident in this one. I want to go check my Boeing stock. Man, I'm so sick. I ended up selling Boeing last Friday because I didn't want to hold it through the weekend, hoping that we could probably get a push upward. And this shit opened on Tuesday, bro. And it gapped down on MLK Day. Then after the gap down, it ran down even more. Like, it's super oversold, bro. There's no entry on this. It's late. I missed it. I should have kept trusting myself. I took profit based on the percent. It was like 100% gain. It was 150% gain, which is great. You know what I mean? It's profit, but I'm a little reflecting on it. I'm not gonna say I'm upset, but I wish I followed my price target instead of that percentage target, because my price target, actually my price target was really right here. So the top of this zone. So if I box this in right, it clearly had a range right here. And so I wanted to take profit at the top of this range, which would mark the previous supply zone that was broken by demand, which becomes the new demand zone, right? So I wanted to take profit here, which is about 211. I could have just waited till today, bro, and then I would have already been straight through that profit. And I could at least took profit at 210, 211. but it ended up blasting straight through that, hit the bottom of this. So now it hit the demand zone. So since price is bearish, the zone that needs to hold, the key level that needs to hold is where the bears were previously beaten. Because if bulls are going to hold, they're going to hold the territory that they took away from the enemy, which was here. This was, what I mean, like supply zones are always on top of the range and demand zones are on the bottom of the range. So since that supply zone was broken through, this territory was taken from the bears, and this is where the bulls should hold the line. You don't want the enemy to reclaim their territory, because that's how they pick up momentum. Well, that clearly didn't hold. So now the next hold point would be down here. Let's hit the next box. Would be about right here. And price hasn't even touched that yet. It got close, 199, but 196. So there's still opportunity to enter a trade. Maybe I'll probably end up taking a trade. Actually, if we get a pullback at least to the middle of this zone, so about 205, anything above 205, I'll probably do a 205 strike. So let's just say, boom, we hit a strike. Well, I say that strike would be about right in the middle. But I think Boeing options are going about $5, so I think it would be a 205 strike. If not a 205 strike, then you have to take the 210, which is cool too. That's even better if you can afford it. So I'm gonna boom, let's target, but we're gonna call it strike. And I'm actually gonna copy paste that guy. We're gonna put another one up here at the 210. All right, so these are the best two puts I can get to end up taking that profit down to. And the real target is down here where this money is. This is the most money that I could find. And even though I'm saying like you could take profit here at 197, these are smaller profit targets. Like, if you just want to do a weekly trade, or maybe you're trying to day trade and scalp, these are shorter term targets, but I prefer to swing trade. So my max entry was up here in the 250s, and my max profit is down here at 187. So that's my real target. But I'm going to go ahead and erase these little zones, because these aren't zones that I necessarily care about, but just wanted to show y'all those key levels. So those are two strike entries, 205 or 210 strike. Those puts will, and give yourself about 2 weeks of cushion, so that price action can play out and all the trades can be filled and orders can be filled, and it'll get down to hopefully about 187 at highest. And we're looking at about 176 at minimum. And if this zone is broken, I mean, it's all hell gonna break loose for Boeing, because look at it, bro. That's a steep fall. And if you break through this zone right here, mind you, I picked this zone because this is where the highest amount of money was previously. You see there's a right here on that candle, the high 187, low 176. That was the highest volume right there. Let me pop this down so you see the actual volume. The highest volume was here, October 25th. It was about 1.18 million. There was no candle with a higher volume. Let's see. Here's one right here. 1.419, 1.419. That's pretty high volume. And this high low range this candle has a high of 206 and a low of 202. As you can see, price is already in that zone. It's already under 202. So that this high level, like this liquidity candle, has already been broken. It wasn't enough demand money in this pocket to hold price up. So now price is going to find the next level of highest liquidity, which is the one that I was talking about, which is that range of 187 to 176. So it's safe to hold those puts down to that level. But as I was saying, if price ends up falling through this zone, Boeing's cooked, bro. They not going. I don't even want to look for no type of target. That's crazy. Go to the daily time frame. Man, they wouldn't find no money down here until what levels this high of $150. I'm gonna mark this one now. That'll be this one. We're gonna put a D1 on there so that way we know what time frame we found this on. That's D1 money. Here's another one I see. High low, let's see, high of 161, low of 146. So that would basically line up into this zone. That low of this one would get into the same zone. So that lets you know this is probably the highest liquidity pocket. It's overlapping. We'd box that one in. We'd overlap. Now you got boom, you got that. So this pocket right here where they overlap, see how it gets brighter red because this box is crossing into this box. It's like a Venn diagram. They're overlapping right here. This range would be the highest liquidity, which is 150 down to 146. That'd be the best profit target you can find right there. I guess I'll leave that in the meantime. Even though I don't care to hold it that long, because no telling how long that'll take. But if we see that zone that our first profit target get broken, you just gotta take it. Mark this is D1 as well. D1 money. I'm a little OCD, so I'm gonna change that one. D1 money. Yeah, so it's over with for Boeing if that level gets broken. But we're gonna take profit here. If I don't put a time frame on it, assume it's 4 hour time frame. That's where I like to find my pockets. That's my swing. That's my bread and butter time frame. I trust the 4 hour time frame more than anything. I feel like I do the best analysis there, and it fits my swing trading personality. Because profits that satisfy me, and then as far as like holding the trade a week minimum of holding, I don't like to check the charts daily or every hour. Like I'll check it daily, but I don't want to be sitting there watching the charts hoping that my trade plays out. That way I can get stuff done through the week and not be having anxiety. Go to sleep well, you know what I mean? You can't even sleep sometimes. You be worried about that trade. Let's see. My laptop finna die at 3%. What else did I want to talk? So we talked Boeing, Hut. Oh, Exxon. So I was actually looking to go long on Exxon or long on oil, but this isn't looking good. I took one entry already. Took a strike at like 99, bro. So I'm actually getting cooked right now. I ain't gonna lie. Took my strike at I think it's 99. Boom, right there. And we did a buy. Yeah, we did a buy entry. And so I'm burnt out right now, man. I'm hoping this level can end up, giving some kind of bounce. But clearly, like this isn't enough money. There's not enough demand here to hold price up. Because we probably wouldn't even gotten that low. But I did mark this as an accumulation range. At least it looked like it was starting to be one. Could be a distribution range, but we'll know. Once depending on how price acts in this level, there is going to be some type of reaction. If this level is actually fully broken, though, I'm going to move my volume of candles out of the way. If this level is fully broken, then we'll have to flip bias to bearish. But if we can get a good reaction, like some type of bounce, and we see a wick broke through these levels, but the candle closes above this low, then I'll feel good about my call. But at the end of the day, I got 2 weeks. I got 2 week cushion. That's why I put this much cushion. In case I am wrong on my timing, it might be bad timing, but I might be right on the direction. So this first week, clearly so far this week, I'm in a negative. So it might be, I might be negative all week. And then next week I can end up breaking profit, or maybe it'll at least give me a bounce. There might be enough demand to at least give me a bounce back to break even so I can exit the trade safely. But either way, that's where I am right now. And let me explain why I'm bullish on Exxon in the first place. So I always watch the oil charts to really know, because Exxon follows oil. oil increases in value, then gas stations they ball out, especially Exxon because they have oil mining facilities, and they also, of course, distribute oil, so they're hitting oil twofold. This is what's been going on with oil. That trend line is a major. I put it. When there's a major time trend, I like to make it a pretty big, a big line. So this has been trending since September 28, 2023. So about 4 months now. This trend been going for about 4 months, and this trend line has been respected clearly. Well, all of a sudden we got sideways. Bears lost momentum, and it's now moving sideways. And this doesn't mean that that a reversal is going to happen, but it means a reversal has a higher probability of happening. But this could also be a distribution range where bears are accumulating more positions and grabbing bullish volume so they can push prices lower. But I'm leaning towards a bullish trend or a reversal into bullish because this trend line is getting broken. But it depends on how it actually breaks. I'm still waiting on a clean break. We're hovering around here too much. There's too much ranging around here. You see how they mark these pockets of liquidity, and we just sitting here in this money. Whatever direction breaks out of this money right here, and I mean a clean break, with a close above or a close below, that's the bias we'll run with. But in the meantime, I'm just sitting on my hands. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm sitting on my hands. I already entered a Exxon trade, just trying to get an early position, which I should have waited. Should have been more patient because I could have got a lower entry. That's the funny thing about being greedy. The patience will satisfy the greed more than anything. But greed makes you impatient. So really that's my bet on Exxon. I'm kind of just gambling on that. It's like really a 50-50, but I'm leaning. But to me, it's starting to show and lean in the bullish favor because we're breaking that trend line. I'm gonna pull up. If we pull up the EMAs, let me pull up web strings and use those in a minute. All right, so web strings is a dope little indicator that where you can pull up a bunch of EMAs. That way you save indicator space. Oh, it saved my settings. Dope. So the ones I have up here right now are the 50, 80, 85, 90. But for me, 50 is 50, 85 is 400. Oh, 80 is 200, 85 is 400, and then we got 800. So these are long-term, very long-term EMAs. I'm going to go down to the 1 hour and look at how it's performing. So we are kind of a lot going on, but it looks like price is, it's just random, but it's going solid. These EMAs are crossing and crossing. No real direction has been decided upon yet. But the fact that these EMAs are all converging and they're getting closer to this black one, which would be 800 moving average. So that's 800 candles. That is supposed to definitely, that's basically represents that trend line I drew because that level always holds. Price hit that level, got rejected. Price hit that level, got rejected. Hit that level again, got rejected. Broke through that level, got rejected. Hit it, got rejected. But you peep how as the trend gets weaker, the opposite, the enemy, right? So if you're bearish, I'm thinking if you're bearish, the bulls can't test this. They struggle to test this level when the bears have strong momentum. Like they might get close, but they get strongly rejected and price pushes down, right? Well, as the bearish trend or bearish volume and momentum gets weaker, bulls get an opportunity to test this level more and more and more. And the more you test anything, the closer you are to breaking through. It's like punching a wall in the same spot over and over and over and over. Eventually, you will break through it, right? And so that's even more reason why I'm leaning towards a bullish breakout. But we just gotta wait and see. We'll come back and check this tomorrow and see if we get a confirmation. Yeah, I'm gonna close that out. I don't normally use web strings. That's just for me to confirm, when we're in the range and everything. But yeah. Let's do this. We slide it up. All right, that's it for me, man. That's my plays for the week. The more we could talk, but I want to just cut it there. This is the first one. We're just really testing out the new OBS with the blur feature. So now I can start making YouTube videos and everything like that. But hit me if you got any questions. You already know. Check the Chart Travel website. If you're in the Discord, you already got key access to me. Just hit my line. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. But we're in a 1 hour time frame, bro. I can't get too hype on that shit. I'm sticking to the 4 hour. Be patient, be patient. But I'm thinking we gonna get cashed out. And if this looks good, bro, if I get a confirmation, I'm gonna open another Exxon option. Even though I'm in the negative right now, I can catch some at some cheaper contracts before this shit blasts off. So in the meantime, just patient. Just gotta be patient, man. That way we can get paid. But yeah, hit me, DM me, anything. Classes will be opening up soon. We're looking at the beginning of February for our stock options class, for our crypto class, and trading class. All classes should be open at that time. So we can hit the year and start making plans and executing on our financial goals and change our situation. I'm gonna holler at you, man.